Hello everybody, it's June 4th, 2023. I'm going to go out and just do a cruise, kind of a random drive. I've been doing these lately around Norwich. That's, I believe, St. Mary's Church. It's 2 p.m. right now, by the way. Nice cloudy day. The sun's trying to break through the clouds, and it's, if we get lucky, we'll get some nice views. Let's get behind this statue right there for folks that may have gone to this church back in the old days. You can take a look at the new statue. Okay, now let me work my way out. It's kind of a tricky little spot. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Sacred Heart Church back there. Sacred Heart Church in Norwich Town, the Norwich Town section of Norwich, Connecticut, on West Town Street, which is where we find us right now. Where are we going? Again, this is one of these random, no idea where we're going to end up drives. We'll stick to Norwich. I've done a few lately, recently. Groton and a couple of New London. But let's stick around. Norwich, Connecticut today. Now we're on Town Street. We got a red light here. It's a Sunday. I don't expect a lot of traffic, but I would kind of like to get some, I don't know, dramatic clouds, which are right in front of me there. I prefer either complete overcast or dramatic clouds. The type you see right in front of you now. The more dramatic, the better. I prefer that to a perfectly blue sky. It's better for filming. I mean, if you do a blue sky, you better go out at high noon, or, you know, the sun has to be very high in the sky to help with your shadow. You don't want vehicle shadow in front of you. It's too distracting. If you see the shadow of the vehicle during the entire drive, I try to avoid that. It's impossible sometimes, but I try as hard as I can to avoid it. But we're going to take a cruise around. Good, we're going to hit a red light here. We'll get to see some cars go by. I always like that, personally, because in the future, people will look at this video and they'll say, look at these cars they had back in 2023. Most people drive SUVs these days. A lot of trucks. Gentleman with a BMW just drove by. There's a Toyota. Here's a Ford van. To my left, a Chrysler, a Hyundai, a Mercedes. Directly in front of me, I believe, is a Mazda. As the sun fights its way through the clouds, we could get some pretty cool visuals today, hopefully. Gentleman collecting cans back there. He's got a massive bag filled with cans. He's probably heading down to Stop and Shop to cash him in. That's my assumption. Let's pull into the parking lot of Lee Memorial United Methodist Church. Right there. General parking in the lower lots. That's what it says. This looks different. I have a feeling they took down a bunch of trees back here. Or possibly shrubs or something, because it used to be kind of you couldn't see the houses there, so yeah, something happened. I've never been down this parking lot before. So we get behind, that looks like a barn or something behind some old house. Never know what you're going to find when you go on these, these back roads. As a matter of fact, let's keep going. What is back here? Another parking lot? Or all right, we definitely get some. Oh, wait a minute. This comes out. These are doctor's offices, I believe. What is this thing? Fanning Dental Care right there. Yeah, these are doctors, or used to be doctor's office. There's dentists there. To my right, doctor's offices. Let's take a right. That's Clinic Drive. That building's for sale. Yeah, these right here. Advanced Orthodontics, Dr. Singh is in there. Dr. Akis is in there directly in front of me. And let's see what's up here. This would be... This is a Sikh art gallery in there. Oh, that's cool. Sikh art gallery. Didn't know that. I think it used to be a doctor's office or whatever, but now it's a Sikh art gallery. Over here to my right it's for sale, but Waterfront Country School, foster care, child's outpatient mental health clinic. Fanning Avenue directly in front of us. Really nice houses on Fanning Avenue. I've always liked Fanning Avenue. Wow, this whole office building is for sale back there. Zephyr Drive to my right, by the way. We may as well go up the length of Fanning Avenue. It's been a couple of years since I've done this. It's been a couple of years since I've done Fanning Avenue. Lambert Parkway is back there to my right. And we're going to jump back out onto Washington Street. You can get a look at some really nice houses directly in front of us. And the Greek Orthodox Church over there to the right. We're out of the Norwich Town section. This is just straight up Norwich right here. Chelsea Parade directly in front of us. Norwich Free Academy is going to be to our left. Carroll Avenue, that is to the left. That's a very nice street. Beautiful homes on that street. All right, let me pull into the parking lot of Norwich Free Academy, one of the many parking lots. Let's see what I can do here. I don't know if anything's going on a Sunday, so maybe I can take a little cruise around some of the grounds. I've done it before, but the weather today looks pretty good, so we can maybe get some real sharp video. There's some of the campus right there, some of the buildings. I don't know the names of the buildings, but there's some of the practice field right there in front of us, and there's Carroll Avenue. Those houses over there is what I mentioned earlier, Carroll Avenue. All right, let's get a look at this building, in case you maybe went to NFA back in the good old days and you remember that building. Maybe you worked there. That's possible. You never know. You never know. People watching these videos, they send me messages and emails and they tell me they used to live here or there or worked in this building or that building. It's really, it's kind of cool. This is kind of a tricky spot to get out of. At least it is to take a left, which I'm going to do. It's very windy today, by the way. I don't see any action on my left over here at NFA. Maybe I can take a cruise around. I don't want to... One thing I always try to avoid is getting pulled over by security. You know, I see a truck over there. Hopefully it's not security. What does this say? There's a speed bump here. Main campus. I don't know. There's an arrow. I've never been down here on one of these drives that I can remember. I mean, I've done so many of these things. It's possible I've been down the back of NFA, but this will give us a good look at the football field. The bottom line is, I'm just going to take a quick cruise through here. There's the football field. And there's some of the buildings. Again, I don't know the names. I know Slater Museum is to the left. Right there. Hopefully you can pick that up. But I'm going to try to avoid hanging around long enough for security to ask me, hey, exactly what are you doing with that camera on the front of your car? Man, they got some, I would characterize these as very aggressive speed bumps. And I can't say I blame them. You don't want, you know, people flying through the parking lot at NFA. And those speed bumps are going to prevent it big time. Let's get on Joseph Perkins Road. There it is. This is now a one-way street. It used to be two-way traffic, but that was changed, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years ago. Maybe longer. Time flies. All right, let's take a abrupt well, I don't think I can do anything. I don't think we're going to get too much of a view of NFA down here, so I'll just turn around. But, I mean, there's something if you went here back in the glory days. These are the glory days for people going there now. But this is a really nice parking lot they have back here. As we exit the campus, really nice house directly in front of us, Dutch Colonial. Okay. Let's take a right. We'll get on McKinley Avenue Extension. That's the name of this little road, McKinley Avenue Extension. People washing their cars, mowing their lawns. As the clouds get a little bit thicker right now, you know, I think I'll keep going straight. This is McKinley Avenue proper, as opposed to regular old McKinley Avenue extension. Now, there's a gentleman with a hose over there. I don't want to get this camera wet. Good. I got a student driver in front of me, so that's a good thing for him, because he's cruising around on a Sunday with not a lot of traffic. Still on McKinley Avenue, but at some point, right now, it turns into Franklin Street. As I follow the student driver who is taking every precaution humanly possible. Ooh, he's turning left. Wow. Let this gentleman cross the street here. Big old empty factory to my right. Some buildings on my left that are for sale. If I took a right, that would be Willow Street, but I think I'm going to go straight. Continue straight on Franklin Street. There's a barber shop to my left. This little strip on the right down here is really cool. There's a lot of great businesses in there. These guys, Foundry 66, is a really cool camera shop in here. Film cameras, and they take tin type pictures and just a lot of really neat stuff that they do down there. Norwich camera. All right, here's the rotary. We're going to go on the rotary. Whenever I've done it a million times, whenever I'm in the area, I go on the rotary. I usually do a full sweep right around the thing. The weather conditions right now for this rotary, wait a minute. Something caught my eye. There's a big mural. I don't think it's done, but maybe it is done. On the side of that building in Bath Street. That thing actually looks fantastic. Let me pull in here. Let's get a shot of this mural. This is brand spanking new. I like that. That is cool. Well, you never know what you're going to see when you drive around on one of my cruises. Let's get a different vantage point. I'll pull way back here and I'll point this thing right there. You get a different view of some of the backs of those buildings right there. And there's a big parking lot, and what do we got? We got City Hall up here. Churches. There's all kind of really beautiful architecture around Norwich, Connecticut. Another mural to my left. I think that went up last year, maybe a couple of years ago. As a matter of fact, on my right, you're going to see another giant mural right there to my right. Beautiful. Whoa. Let's slow down for this thing. Look at these motorcycles to my right. Wow. Unbelievable. This is fantastic. This is some kind of a major biker situation going on here. Beautiful Harley Davidson motorcycles all over the place. All right. See that? You go out for a random drive and you get to see mind-blowing Harley Davidson motorcycles all over the place. I mean, phenomenal. I'm going to take a ride over to the east side. Wait a minute. People going in that building. Maybe something's happening. Maybe these developers are going to do something with this Flatiron building. I don't know. But I'm pretty stoked about those bikers back there. That might be some interesting footage. It's definitely something I have not seen there before. That Harpin' Dragon must be packed to the rafters right now. As we sit on Main Street in Norwich, Connecticut, waiting for a green light. I'll take a quick sweep through the marina, or the Howard T. Brown Memorial Park area. I've done it a million times, but I'm going to do it now just very, very briefly before I head over to the east side of Norwich. I'm not going to... This is random. I could end up anywhere. I mean, honestly, I have no idea where I'm going. I'm basically going out for a Sunday drive, recording it on video with the intent of uploading it to YouTube later on for people to watch and enjoy, and for historic preservation purposes, so in the future, 20 years from now, 50, 100, 1,000 years from now, people can look at this thing and see what life was like in 2023. All these cars, all of a sudden traffic's picking up on a Sunday afternoon. Why? I have no idea. Maybe it has something to do with those motorcycles. Maybe there's something going on. Here we go. Green light. I've been green lit. Like I say, I'm going to do a very quick sweep through the Howard T. Brown Memorial Park waterfront area in Norwich, Connecticut. There's some pretty cool boats out there. People sitting on benches and have their bicycles. There's a guy either putting a boat in or taking a boat out of the harbor. I'm going to go around him. I think he's going to be taking a boat out of there. There's that nice gazebo. They have, they have bands that play there in the summer, and it's a real good time. I've been there several times. It's a blast. Good. I can turn around in this back parking lot area. I can go get a sweeping view right. I've done it before, but the clouds and everything is so nice right now. Look at that. That nice harbor out there. That river's really flowing today, man. The wind is whipping. You got a pretty good crowd down here, people fishing and basically just hanging out. There's a guy pulling out a big fishing pole right there. All right, let's head over to the east side. What am I going to do over on the east side? I have no idea. Well, I guess I have a little idea. I'm going to drive around because I'm in a car, so that's pretty much guaranteed. We got law offices to our right-hand side here. And let's go over, I think it's Water Street, the Water Street Bridge. I could either go over the viaduct or, yes, I am on Water Street, or I could go on Tolman Street, but I think I'm going to go over the viaduct. I'm going to just wait this red light out, watch some more cars go by. The bridge I'm sitting on right now was built in 2005, by the way. I remember when they did it. Okay, it seems like yesterday. But that's several years ago. We're on the viaduct. $25-mile-an-hour speed limit on this road right here. Straight ahead 9 miles. If I kept going, I'd hit Jewett City. I've done Jewett City. If you want to see some Jewett City driving around videos, check my YouTube channel, because they are right there right now. I got Plainfield, I got Groton, London, I got everything. Mostly Norwich. I hammer Norwich with these drives. I mean, I hammer it hard, but I do have surrounding towns. Lisbon, just whatever. Check it out. I mean, I got some... I drove to Providence, to New Haven and back, Providence and back. You know, I've done so many of these driving videos, I forget what I got up there, but check it out. You might find something you'll like. Another bridge. We're driving over the Chestnut River right now. Right through the heart of the east side section, Liberty Restaurant Equipment. They're still there. They've been there forever. Really cool store. But this is the heart of the east side section of Norwich. I don't know where it is, but probably 30 plus years ago, there was a guy around here that sold ice, and I mean cubes of ice, you know, blocks of ice that were 10 feet tall, and he just cut you off a hunk, whatever size you wanted. All right, what's the name of this school to my left? The Bishop School, yes. Anyways, the ice guy back there, I doubt if he's still there, because I'm, again, 30 plus years, but that was one really awesome little business he had going there. As we cruise up this little section of road, let me take a left onto Palmer. Gotta keep my eyes open because people can come flying over that hill. You got a real problem. All right. Still on the east side. I'm not going to do a comprehensive. I'll just cruise. Again, I have no clue where I'm going, but it seems like a good idea to be driving down Palmer Street right now. So we can look at some of these really cool houses. I love that brick house. The brick house coming up on the right. I've always loved that house since I was a kid. It's rock solid, maintained right there on your right-hand side. That's beautiful. It's really nice up here. It's kind of a hidden gem, this area. Carter Avenue over there on our left. Let's see if I continue this down. There's a house for sale up there on the right-hand side. Where does this lead me? Well, on a big steep hill. Going straight down. That's, you know, that could dump, this could dump me out onto Hamilton Avenue, I think. Palmer onto Hamilton. We're going to find out in a second. Yeah, Hamilton Avenue. All right, let's take a cruise. Let's take a left. I've done Hamilton before. I've done probably, again, 99% plus streets in Norwich. There's a woman having a yard sale back there. Perfect day for it. I've done 99% of the streets in Norwich, but I got to keep doing them because I'm upgrading the resolution. This will be good. We got a guy walking up the street for historic preservation purposes. If you're watching this 100 years from now, that person is deceased. There's pretty much 100% guarantee of that fact. Unless they came up with some kind of, medical technology in the not too distant future where you can live to be over 150 years old, then things are really dramatically changed. I'm back on that main section of the east side. I don't think I can go up Tallman. Yeah, that's a one-way. Tallman Street, it's pretty cool, but I'm not going to go up there right now. I already went over the viaduct. Let me hit another street back here. Take a right. There's a hotel up there coming soon. Hotel. I'm trying to read the sign. It's in the distance. Callists. I think it says Hotel Callists. I could be wrong on the pronunciation. It's way in the distance. Anyways, we're turning briefly, taking a right, and we are cruising down North Main Street right now. On this random, we have no idea where we're going drive. All right, this thing's really random. Let's go up Roth Street. Another motorcycle. Today is motorcycle day. Let's go up the very steep Roth Street. Let's see. Maybe if I take a left. This would be Cliff Street. Oh, yeah. Look at this, North Cliff. I mean, that's too narrow for me to risk doing that right now. Yeah, there's some good visuals with that dramatic sky and that nice church. Lady with a couple of dogs over there to our right. I'm going to drive down Oak Street. Why am I driving down Oak Street? Why not? It's beautiful up here. There's a really nice cemetery, a historic cemetery to my left. I wish I could drive into it. I can't. It's only foot-friendly, foot traffic. But there's some really, really historic, important people buried in that cemetery back there. I forget the name of it. I'm heading down Oak Street. I'm not going to go back into the city. We just came from there. You got to be really, really careful around here, man. You got to keep your eyes open when you're driving. I'm going to take a ride down Chestnut Street. Gotta do Chestnut. Big, beautiful car wash over there. To my right. Roger's Kitchen. To my right. Chestnut Street's been revamped and rehabilitated top to bottom over the past several years. I don't know who did the work. I don't know if it's different people. I don't know if it's one investor. I don't know anything about it. But boy, oh boy, they did a beautiful job. This factory to my left, I do hope somebody does something with this in the future. Let's go up here. I'm going to point this camera right at that factory. Get a better view of it for you. A good view of a garbage container. All right, let's take a slow sweep. Get some decent views. But I mean, all the windows are bashed out of this thing. And vandals have, annihilated the thing. But it's just a rock-solid building, foundationally. Structurally, it looks like a hurricane wouldn't make this thing blink. But again, it's unoccupied right now. I'd like to see somebody do something dramatic, like, I don't know, condos, apartments, whatever. We'll take, we're on Willow Street. We'll take a right. We have no choice on Broadway. Take a sweep up Broadway right now in Norwich. Again, there's important, historically significant homes on this street, on most of these streets anywhere near the city. Look at the columns. You have Ionic columns on the first one in front of us, and then you have Doric columns on the second one. It looks like, the people that lived there, that built the home, had to be incredibly wealthy. I mean, that's not... historically, I kind of like to look into that and find out who exactly built that thing. Both of them. I mean, any of these houses around here, but those in particular. Let me jump up Slater Avenue real quick here. I mean, I look in the distance there, it seems like real hardcore storm clouds, but if I turn in another direction, it's not that bad. As a matter of fact, the sun's out. All right, let's get off Slater. Buckingham School, right in front of us. It's not there now, but that's where it used to be. It's been razed, eradicated. It's been gone for several years. I'm on Cedar. Let's get on Broad. See, these back roads, these little back streets, there's not a lot going on today on a Sunday. This brings us down to Washington. I'm going to take a right. Why am I taking a right? Again, I have no idea. I mean, it's a 50-50 shot. I can either go right or left. Flip a coin. We just happen to be going right. And, might be a good idea to take a left. We got the green light going on. Blackstone Apartments over there. To my right. I'm going to take a little ride right down this street here just to show you where the Masonic Temple used to be. It's no longer there. They knocked it down. Sadly, I kind of liked that Masonic Temple building. It was a beautiful building. They used to have performances, theater, whatever. It was a big... I can't get too close to it. This is as good as I can get right there, but ahead of us would have been the Masonic Temple. Some very, very famous people performed in that theater over the years. I mean, I think it was probably built in the 20s, maybe. I'm not positive on that, but... And way, way back, they had, real famous people coming in there and performing theater. Many different plays and bands played in there. Chubby Checker once played there. I don't know. I'd love to see a list of the artists that performed in there. I really would, but I don't know who the vast majority of folks that did play there. I don't know who they are, but I know, from word on the street, let's put it that way, and people that have been there and seen it, talked about it for years. Really, really famous actors and actresses down there. On Sachem Street, I'm going to take a right onto Lafayette. I can't go left. I mean, I can, but it's just the Sherman Street Bridge is still out, so I'm not going to. Cangio Restaurant and Bar back there to my left. I have not eaten there yet, but I hear nothing but good about it. Everybody says the food there is absolutely phenomenal, so that's worth checking out. Be happy to see that Sherman Street Bridge back up and running. That the last time I took a walk down there, half of the main bridge, there's two bridges. The small one's been completed. I mean, it's not blacktopped yet, but the bridge, the structure, everything's done. And the demolition of the larger of the two bridges, last time I was there, was either halfway or maybe, I don't know, 2/3 of the way demolished. So for all I know, right now, I'm down there in a few days, but my assumption is that bridge is going to be gone, if not now, this week. I would say it's toast. And then the new one will start going up little by little. That's going to be really a great day when that's opened again. All right. As we proceed on our random, we have no idea where we're going, cruise. Good, we got another red light. I like it. Let's get some cars going by. It'll be really cool. Have a big bunch of motorcycles whipping by, but can't get too greedy. We got lucky back there at the Harp and Dragon, so we'll take it. We'll just absorb the cars coming towards us. A Honda, a Toyota. And, okay, we wait. There's a Ford truck, Subaru in front of me, a Nissan. There's a Nissan right there. The model, I don't know. Maybe an Altima, I'm not sure. All right, what do we got? A Charger. Looks like a Dodge Charger. A Jeep. There's a Volvo. Leffingwell Inn. It's actually called Leffingwell House now. I guess they changed the name. And we're going to take a little cruise over the Yannick River right now. We're on a bridge crossing the river. Let's get off exit 29 into Norwich Town. Goran's Furniture directly in front of me. Been there since I was a kid. To my left, the former location of Benny's, now F.W. Webb Company, as we cross this train track. Let me pull into F.W. Webb just to get a look at it. That's where Benny's was. I mean, that's kind of, you know. Benny's was there forever, but eventually, I don't know, unfortunately, they had to shut down. Maybe, was it COVID? I don't know. Anyways, they rehabbed the building, but here it is, right there. That used to be Benny's. Everybody loved Benny's. People say, well, why, if everybody loved it, why did it go out of business? I have no idea. Things change. People purchase everything online now, or not everything, but a lot of things. Planet Fitness and Big Lots ahead of us. Norwich Town Commons down there. It's another mall type of situation. It's not an indoor mall. It used to be, but not anymore. Now all the stores are accessed from the exterior. You just walk. You don't walk inside a mall. You just walk directly in the store now. I am on the London Turnpike. And directly in front of me is a Hyundai Accent. Apparently the person is a Pittsburgh Steelers fan because their license plate has a vanity, I would say, frame around the plate that indicates they're Pittsburgh Steelers fans. As we record more super high definition video of New London Turnpike on June 4th, 2023 in Norwich, Connecticut. And yeah, we got some clouds up there. Pretty nice looking clouds. It just makes for a little more interesting video. They have Asylum Street closed right now. I mean, that's for a Sunday. I don't know if they're working on that bridge or not on a Sunday, but something must be going on down there. I always love this little section right here. It's a wooded area. It's a temporary respite from the business areas. And it looks absolutely gorgeous in the autumn season. Wait for peak foliage and take a quick cruise through there. You won't be disappointed. Camera dead center of the front hood of my vehicle. As I cruise down the road, that camera, that tiny little camera, is essentially bulletproof. I mean, I've done thousands of miles with that thing, unprotected. It's just the camera on a magnet, very powerful magnet, on the hood of the car. That's it. I mean, you line it up, you level it out. I do 60 frames per second, so it's better for these drives. I've tried 24, it's not as good. Visually, it's a softer picture, and the blur. I mean, when you drive, you're moving. I'm constantly moving, so 60p, if anybody's looking for a tip on how to do one of these drives. GoPro's good. Throw a GoPro on there. Buy a magnet at a hardware store. It's a round magnet. It'll cost, I think I paid less than $10 for the thing. I took a bolt, mounted it onto there's a hole in the middle of this round magnet. You just bolt the GoPro connection or camera connection onto the magnet, and then you got to be careful. I mean, you don't want to put it directly on the paint. You have to have like a little piece of rubbery material or something under it so it doesn't scratch your vehicle. I've never had any problems. I use a little piece of rubber. I'm going to turn left. Let me lay back a little bit. There's a new car wash going in right there on the corner. They're still putting the exterior. I think they put molding and whatever, make it look fancier than just cinder block. But they've been working on that for quite a while. I think that's going to be done, I would say, in the next month anyways. But anyways, back to the camera. You get yourself a magnet, probably $10 tops. They recommend 65 pull. I think I have a 90 pull as far as strength. I wanted to go a little bit overboard so it would never come off in the wind. I actually have a tether on the magnet that I put when I lift up the trunk. There's a clip and it's some, what do I have? Parachute cord. And I put it on. I just connect that parachute cord to something in under the hood. I mean, just a hunk of metal or whatever, just so if I did get in an accident, the thing couldn't go flying off the car. Let's put it that way. I'm on West Main Street right now. But I have it tethered, and then you just basically, I do have another, forgot to mention this, very important. I use an external battery pack. They don't cost much, but it's worth every penny. Let me get on Banus Court. I don't think I've ever done this on these drives. Another car wash, believe it or not. There's a lot of car washes going in Norwich lately. Back there. I'll swing back. I want to point directly at that car wash just for preserve that little historic site for, really for the future. Okay, Banus Court is a cul-de-sac. I might have been down here in the past on one of these drives. I don't know. There's a stone house directly in front of us right there. Really cool. It says beware of the dog, though. So I got to be careful. I mean, I'm in a car. I'm not worried about being bitten by a dog or anything, but if I was walking around here, I would keep my eyes peeled for a dog. All right. Anyways, the external battery. Let me finish up with that. Here's another thing. Right there, they're going to start selling marijuana at this place. Or, cannabis or whatever the politically correct name. I don't know what, let me go to the front of the building. I do want to point at that new car wash construction. Okay, there it is. Zen Leaf Dispensary. Right there, that sign. This building right here, Zen Leaf Dispensary. Okay, as you can see, right there, hopefully I'm picking it all up. I'm probably at an angle. I'm on a big hill here. There's a car wash going in there. What's the name of it? I can't see, but there's the construction. A building was there, burned down. There were several businesses in there, but it burned to the ground. So obviously something else is going in. I'm going to try to take a left here, which is probably a terrible idea, so I'm not going to do it. Directly in front of us is a Physician One Urgent Care. It used to be Lums. There used to be a restaurant called Lums in there. So we got this Zen Leaf Dispensary building in there. That's important. It's not open yet. They've been working on the exterior of the building and the interior of that building for months. And I think it's 99% ready to go. So it'll probably be open. And again, they're going to be selling marijuana or cannabis or whatever, whatever the technical term that they're using now. It's legal to purchase that in Connecticut now. Wow, a barracuda. There's a green barracuda to my right. I wish I could point this camera. I'm just going to stay here for a second so you can see this. See a green barracuda to the right? That's a really classic car right there. As we drive down West Main Street. Did I say North Main Street? I make mistakes on these videos, guys. My apologies for the mistakes, but they will definitely crop up. I'm going to turn onto Maple Street. Jack's Brick Oven Pizzeria right there in front of us. They get the best pizza in Norwich. They get the best food around, period. This is Pine Street right now. I'm trying to... This is about as random a drive. I mean, I was on the east side. I was through the city. I went around NFA. I mean, Hamilton Avenue. Now I'm on Pine Street. How did I get here? I mean, who knows? That's what happens when you do these random drives. You never know what you're going to run into. East Great Plains Volunteer Fire Department is on our left. I don't know if you can see that red building back there. Boy, oh boy. All right, I'm going to end up back where I was a little while ago, but this time I'm going to take a... Well, I might go straight. Yeah, I'm going to go straight. The guy wants to cross the street. Interesting. I wonder if he pushed the button. Yeah, that could hold us up. That's all right. There he goes. He sees my GoPro. I'm mounted on the front of my car right now. There we go. He's walking across, so he gets priority. That's fine. He pressed the button. Good. Go for it, man. There's a lot of traffic around here. You got to hit that button. If you want to cross the street in this area, you're going to be standing there forever if you don't press that button. Hopefully we can get a glimpse at that new car wash coming soon. Olympic Car Wash is the name of it. Used to be a Shell gas station. When I was a kid, there was a residential home there, a really nice ranch house. It was probably built in the 50s maybe, or I don't know, 50s, 60s, whatever. Right in that corner. All right, we get first crack at this green light. And we're on the London Turnpike. So right next to each other, two car washes. There's another car wash across the street at Mobil gas station. So, I mean, there must be money in car washes because they're going up all over the place. Let's get down Sycamore Road. I've done a comprehensive coverage. This is East Great Plains. Surrey Lane is down here. A multitude of roads. What's that? Homewood Drive or Homewood Place. I've done a very extensive gridded coverage of this area back here, East Great Plains. We're approaching, whoa, wait a minute. Okay, we're getting off Surrey Lane, green light, another business district. This is just a different angle, different view. Get some of those dramatic clouds in here. You know, I think I'm going to go down. Gotta make up my mind here. It's 3 o'clock, 62 degrees. I think I have an idea what I'm gonna do. This thing is not gonna go on forever. We've covered a considerable amount of territory already. This guy's turning into that place where they're building that car wash. I hate to circle back and double up so quickly here, but I'm going to work my way back. Let's cruise just a touch down the road here. Lamparelli's barbershop used to be right there on the right-hand side, that little brick building. It's a barbershop right now, but it's not Lamparelli's anymore. The folks that are in there right now, my understanding is they're absolutely superb. Let's get on Peck Street, right here. I mean, when I say random, I should probably be more organized. My other videos tend to be by section. You know, Thamesville, Taffville section, Greenville section. But lately, I've been doing a lot of, you know, what I call random drives. That was Peck Street back there. And people seem to really enjoy the randomness of them. They don't know where I'm going. I'm on Mount Pleasant Street right now. Mount Pleasant Street School used to be to the right, that field or that little opening there. It burned to the ground many, many years ago. Now it's a playground. I'm on Elizabeth Street right now. I'm heading northeast. Still on Elizabeth Street, even though we made that turn. I'm going to go up on top of that insurance building. It's a huge, oh wow, kids playing basketball out there, nice basketball court. But there's a huge insurance building up here. And if those clouds are as dramatic and as, you know, visually appealing as I think they might be if we get it when we get up there, it'll be worth it. I'm on Mechanic Street right now, guys. Okay, Ward Street's in front of me. Summit Street if I took a right. Directly in front of me, if my brakes gave out and I kept going, I'd plunge into the Thames River right there. But my brakes are operating according to specifications, so I'm not worried about it. That was Mop 6. So this is, what is this? This is High Street. All right, let's go even higher on High Street. We'll go up to this New London County Mutual Insurance Company, Thames Insurance Company. So this, when I say insurance, this is the place right here. I'm going to try to get up as high as I can. I've done it before, but these clouds, I'm not passing this up. This is kind of a neat place to come up with a conventional stills camera. You can really do some pretty cool shooting up here. You know, time lapses and long exposures. I hope I can get over that wire there, but it's a good look. I'm going to sit here just for a second. It's probably on an angle. I'm on kind of, the car's a little bit tilted on this hill, but dramatic clouds in Norwich, Connecticut right now. Let me try to grab a couple different angles. I don't know if that's possible. There's some trees blocking. I might even be able to go up another level. I don't know. Let me see. I don't think so. No, this is probably it right here as far as the height. I want to try to get an opening. Get another angle on this view of this city without, you know, with me. I got to get above this, close to as I can to this wire. Okay, there's a good view. Probably similar to the other one, but slightly different angle. The city of Norwich, Connecticut, right there, folks. Beautiful panoramic view. On a windy day in June of 2023. It's chilly for June. It's 63 degrees. I mean, that's, to me, I'm going to try to go up another level. I don't know if that's possible. I'm going to try. But to me, 63 in June, the month of June, is a little bit chilly. 2 or 3 days ago it was 88 degrees. That's more, you know, in line with... All right. I don't think so. No, I can't. All right, what is that? NLC Insurance Companies. Yep. All right, that was as high as we could get. Wait a minute, what's this? Is this? Oh, this might be one level higher. Okay, this is as high as it gets as far as from the vantage point of a car, although I don't know if I can get as good a view because there's trees and grasses and all kind of stuff in front of us, but that's as good as I can get right there. That tree is blocking our view. The other view is better, but still, we're here. Why not? Time for me to cruise on out of here. But I think that was worth taking a, you know, just a quick gander at. We'll head back down to High Street. Boy, I wish I could. I can't stop back there because it's, if there's any cars coming behind me, they just bash right into me. I don't want that. because this is a road. But there's another view right there, another level. I would go straight to get even. That's American Ambulance. No trespass. Yeah, I can't. That's just. I mean, there's certain things you can do, certain things you can't do. I can't get down there. I mean, if it's blatantly telling me no trespassing and there's ambulances going in and out of there, then I'm definitely going to abide by the rules. Let's jump on a North High Street here. All right. You know what? I'm going to go straight. What does that do for me? Yeah, I'm going to try to work my way out of here by going straight. Well, no, I got to take a... This sign up here says no outlet. I don't want to do that. I have a green light, but this gentleman in front of me has a right of way, so okay. We're going to finish things up here pretty soon, but let me get on to Fairmont Street. And just, pick up a few more minutes of footage. There's Pearl Street. This, man, is all kind of, I've done a comprehensive of this area before. This is off Asylum Street. I've done a very comprehensive video of this before. Again, I'm upgrading things in resolution and wow, what are they? Eleganza motorhomes of some kind. Okay, I get somebody on my bumper back there. So let's get down Ann Street. Try to shake this guy off. Okay. Pearl Street. There's a nice brick structure. I always love brick. And wow, an old antique Thunderbird to my right. You probably can't see it. Pointing in a slightly different direction, but take my word for it, it's a cool car back there. As I cruise down Pearl Street, yeah, it's going to bring me onto Asylum. But I'm going to work my way towards the conclusion of this video. I've done Asylum Street many, many times. Never in June of 2023, though. So, all of this matters. You know what? Let's get down Asylum Street. What's cool about this is the Sherman Street Bridge. We can maybe grab a little bit of footage. Yeah, this is important because that bridge is being torn down right now, as I mentioned earlier. Let's take a look at it and see what we got. Dog park to my right. People love that dog park. And there's Asylum Street Pizza. Really good food. We're approaching the Sherman Street Bridge demolition area right now. I mean, it's right around this corner. I'm going to slow down. There's nobody in front of me, nobody behind me. All right, Sherman Street is closed. Steel plates and okay, this is hardcore. I haven't been down here in a while. Okay, whoa, wait a minute. Let me look. Let me take a. This camera's not high enough to see over that wall, I don't think. Let me give you a description, verbal description. Whoa, that bridge is, I think... Okay, I'm going real slow. There's nobody... It's gone, I think. Let me get up here a little bit. Man. Okay, the bridge... The concrete... The actual paved part of the bridge is 100% gone. There's maybe 3 or 4 steel I-beams or girders or whatever they're called down there on this one-way street. It's normally a two-way street. It's not one-way. But that bridge is gone. Let me see if I can turn my head around here. Oh yeah, I should come down here with my regular camera. Yep, bridge is gone. There's some I-beams, but they'll be out of there in one day. That's a cakewalk. I mean, compared to the work that they've done so far, taking those I-beams out of there is going to be nothing. That's a monumentally important stage of that bridge development right there. Because when them I-beams come out of there and they shore up the ground, they're going to start building the Sherman Street Bridge for completion. Folks, I'm going to conclude the video, this random drive around Norwich, Connecticut. Again, it's random. There's no strategic, specific area that I'm sticking to and covering every street. I've done that in the past. So lately I've been doing the randoms, and again, people seem to enjoy. Feedback I've gotten is people enjoy these random drives. So I'll keep doing them until feedback goes too negative on me. Then maybe I'll start doing some other stuff, branching out a little bit. But I am really happy you came along with me on this drive. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I am currently on Contrabando Avenue. And I'm going to shut things down right now. Thanks for joining me, folks.